I called it the pillow bag. Chunky texture, gold hardware, detachable handle, and it doesn't involve any sewing. I am obsessed, and you can literally make it in one evening. Let's start. For this bag, I used one skein of Hobby Arts Fabrico recycled t-shirt yarn. This skein has 750 grams and 130 meters. This yarn has a minimal stretch, so it holds the shape really well. T-shirt yarn also could be measured by the strand width. So this one, let's check it out. It will be, it is around 4 centimeters, or in inches. Let's check that as well. Around 1.5 inches. So if your yarn is skinnier, use a double strand. Also, for this project, we will need a stitch markers, darning needle, of course, a pair of scissors, and a hook. I am choosing 8 millimeter. Then for the hardware, I will use 4 golden O-rings, but you could also choose any other type of carbiners or similar hardware for the project. We will use them for attaching the handle and as well for shaping the bag instead of sewing it. This is optional, but you can also add a fabric bag inside your bag as a liner to keep all your things more secure. Let's start from the base. So we're gonna need to make a foundation chain. But first of all, we will do a slip knot. So wrap the yarn around your fingers like that, and then push the working yarn through the loop to create a slip knot. Then adjust the size of the loop, slide your hook right into it, and from this point we will start chaining. So we need to make a chain of 7. So yarn over and pull a loop, yarn over and pull a loop. Again, yarn over and pull a loop. So keep doing that until we have 7 chains. All right, the foundation chain is ready. So we will start working on the first row. But first of all, we will turn our foundation chain and we'll work in the back loops of it. So not regularly, we're gonna do a slightly different variation because we want to have this V stitches very nicely at the bottom of our base. So we turn and work in the second bump. So insert a hook in the back loop, grab the yarn, pull a loop. We have 2 loops on the hook, then yarn over and pull through 2. So this will be our first single crochet. So now in the next, repeat the same. Insert and make 1 single crochet. Again, into the back bump and make 1 single crochet. So in total, we should make 6 single crochets for the first row. Okay, so the first row is finished and we have a total of 6 single crochets. And it looks like this. And we are ready to start working on the second row. And as you can see, we have these very nice V stitches at the bottom because we turned our foundation chain. So now the second row, we're gonna chain 1 and turn the project like this. Okay, so now we're gonna place 1 single crochet into the second stitch from the hook. So we're skipping the chain of 1 and working into the next 1 single crochet. Okay, here it is. Now in the next, insert, grab the yarn, pull a loop, yarn over, pull for 2. Second single crochet is done. Now repeat again. Insert, grab the yarn, pull a loop, yarn over, pull for 2. And finish off. In the next 3 stitches, we should have 6 single crochets again. Okay, the second row is done. And from now on, basically, until the row 17, we are repeating the same process. Inserting one stitch in each, one single crochet in each stitch. So 6 in total until we have 17 rows. So just keep making single crochets. And at the end of the row, chain 1, turn, and repeat again. Here it is, 17 rows are done, and this is what it looks like from both sides. And this will be as our main base for the back. And here it is. Let's measure what's the measurements of the base at the moment. So in length, we have around 27 centimeters. So it is roughly around 10.6 inches. And now in width, I can see we have 4 inches, so it's around 10 centimeters at the moment, but it will slightly increase in the next steps. So we will work the edge around the base. So for the edge, we will work on 3 sides because the last row, the 17th row, is already works as one side of the edge. So we will need to work only on 3 other ones. So we mark the first stitch of the row of the 17th row, and we will create, while working the edge, 4 corners, and each corner will consist of 3 single crochets. So now, and then we will place one single crochet on each of the vertical row. All right, so we will start by making our first corner. So we have 1 single crochet already done for the row, so we still need to place 2 more. So let's place 1 in the same. So this will be as our turning stitch, and we need to place 1 more single crochet for, and this will start our second side of the edge. So here it is, we have 1, 2, and 3 all in the same stitch, and the first corner is done. And now in the next, we will continue with 1 single crochet on top of the next row, like this. Now carry on top of the next row, we will place again 1 single crochet, and now repeat again in the next 1 single crochet. So continue like that, placing one single crochet per row. So we are making one on top of the row. And again. So let's do that and we will meet you at the second corner. All right, so we finished the second side and now we need to place the second corner and it will be in the first foundation chain stitch. So insert there 3 single crochets in the same. So again, the second one single crochet and place one more right in the same stitch. All right. So we have 3 stitches all in the same stitch in the first foundation stitch. So now in the next 4 stitches we are placing 1 single crochet each. So 1 and the next one more, again one more and one more. And now the 6th stitch of the row is the last stitch, so it means we are making a corner of 3 single crochet. So let's place 1. So we have here 4 single crochets and 2 corners for the side. So we need to place 2 more in the same. So let's place the second one in the last stitch and one more to finish the third corner. Okay, so the corner is finished. We have 3 stitches in one. And now continue again with 1 single crochet on top of each row along the third side of the edge. Okay, so we reached the end of the third side. So now we need to finish the fourth corner. So we need to place 2 more stitches in the very first stitch of 17th row of the base. So right in the same stitch, we are placing 2 more. So let's do 1 and 1 more single crochet. And this will finish our fourth corner. So now we will join with the slip stitch in that very first stitch where we place the stitch marker. So insert, grab the yarn and pull through all loops like that. And our base now is finally complete and should look something like this. So we have all smooth edges around the base and 4 corners with 3 single crochets each. All right, so let's do the final measure of our base. So the length now is total of 30 centimeters or nearly 12 inches. And the width is 13 centimeters, so roughly around 5.1 inch. So now we are ready to prepare for to make the body of the bag. So now for the first round, we will work in the back loops and that horizontal loop on the other side. So we will insert through the back loop of the stitch, but together we are picking up the horizontal loop on the other side of the stitch. So this will create this very sturdy structure to separate base from the body of the bag. So again, we insert through the back loop and then immediately grab that horizontal loop of the stitch and make a single crochet. So once again, we have those horizontal loops of the stitches which we are picking up, but just for this round, for the first round of the body of the bag. So let's start. We're gonna chain one, yarn over and pull a loop. And now immediately we're gonna go in the very first stitch where we slip stitch and place a one single crochet. But one single crochet through the back loop. So just pick up the back loop, go in the middle of the stitch, and then immediately work in the horizontal loop of the other side. So work like this. So we have two loops picked up like that. So yarn over, pull a loop, and finish a single crochet just as a regular. All right, so here it is the first stitch. We need to mark it with a stitch marker just on top of it, so we know where to finish our round. So now, again, we're gonna insert into the next stitch through the back loop and pick up that horizontal loop immediately. So fix that yarn that it won't be in your way and pick up that horizontal loop like this and finish single crochet as usual. Okay, two stitches done. Now repeat into the next. Go through the back loop, pick up a horizontal loop, immediately just wiggle that hook in and finish single crochet as usual. Now just continue placing one single crochet through the back loop and horizontal loop in each stitch. So no increasing, just one single crochet in each stitch. And after a few stitches, we can already see that this nice edge, nice 90-degree corner basically is forming because of this back loop and horizontal loop technique. So let's carry on to finish this round with the back loops and horizontal loops picked up. Let's finish the round together. So we have two last stitches needed to be done. So insert and place one single crochet. And here it is, the last through the back loop, a horizontal loop, and finish one single crochet. Okay, so here it is, the round almost finished. We still need to slip stitch. So we should have this setup of 3 stitches like that. Slip stitch, chain 1, and single crochet. So we need to join with the slip stitch on top of the first single crochet. So insert into the marked stitch and make a slip stitch. So grab the yarn and pull through all loops like this. And now the first round is finally finished. And here it is. We have this very nice separation from the base to the body of the bag. Now the next rounds from round 2 to round 10 works exactly the same. So starting off with chain of 1 and immediately go into the first stitch, 1 single crochet. Don't forget to place a stitch marker in the very first stitch right on top of it, and continue with 1 single crochet in each stitch. And now we're just going regularly. We are going through both loops of the stitch as usual. So insert and make 1 single crochet, insert into the next and make 1 single crochet. So now we're gonna work like this and build the body of the bag until we have a total of 10 rounds. For the last time, let's finish the round together. So we have the last stitch needed to be done with single crochet, and after that we need to slip stitch. So we have these 3 loops. So we are going in the marked stitch and placing a slip stitch, joining with the slip stitch. And this will finish our round, and we should have a total of 50 single crochets. And now just carry on, chain 1 and continue with single crochet rounds all around. Okay, I am finishing the last round of my bag. So let's place the last stitches together and 1 more single crochet, just like that. All right, and now we have 3 loops, and we can join this with a regular slip stitch just on top of the first marked stitch. So just insert, grab the yarn, of course take the stitch marker out, then grab the yarn and pull through all loops to finish, like this. But this usually means that the finish point will be visible. So we can stop a bit earlier and make an invisible join. So I will show you how to do that. So instead the slip stitch, we're gonna take that slip stitch out carefully and stop before the slip stitch. I will place the stitch marker just to know where to finish. And just before the slip stitch, we're gonna take the hook out and leave a few inches and then cut off the yarn like this. And now we're gonna take out that loop. So just carefully take out the loop and pull the yarn through like that. So this is the last stitch, and we will make a fake looking V stitch, which will be invisible. So we're gonna slide our hook through the back to front and grab through the first stitch and grab that yarn end and pull it all the way through. And then we will work back again into the last stitch in the middle of the last stitch, from the back of the stitch, from the bottom to up like this. And then we're gonna grab the yarn end and work through it. And this created basically the same looking V-shaped stitch as a regular stitch. And now our finish is invisible. So now we're just gonna work the yarn end through the back horizontal loop as well, just to slightly secure it. So insert the hook in there and pull the yarn end through, but do not tighten the stitch too much because it will disappear once again. So make sure it's the same length, the V is the same length as the other stitches. And now we're just gonna weave in that yarn end and secure just with a couple of knots. And make sure it's invisible. If you need, just cut after weaving in. Okay, now the main bag part is finished. And this is what we have, this sort of box looking shape. And now let's measure how tall the bag is at the moment. So the height of the body of the bag is around 17 centimeters. So it means around 6.7 inches. The next step of making the bag is forming the shape. So we will need to fold in the short sides of the bag to create this sort of A-frame shape. And we can do it in 2 ways. Using the O-ring hardware, the metal rings, or by sewing. So first of all, I will show you the easiest way with the metal O-rings. So let's grab 2 of them, place next to it, and now face the short side of the bag and count 9 stitches on the short side. We should have 9 stitches, 4 on each side, and 1 will be in the middle. 1 in the middle and 4 on each side, folding like this. And just make sure we have 4. Grab that 4th stitch with your fingers and fold it like this. Now you can mark it with the stitch markers, but it's not really necessary because we will grab the O-ring immediately and place it on one side of the 4th stitch, and then count 4, 5th in the middle, and then 4 on the other side. Grab it with your fingers and immediately attach to that O-ring. Go right through that stitch, and that's it. Basically, this is the way of shaping and forming the bag with the O-ring. Just easy as it is. And now we can carry on by repeating it on the other side. But if you want sewing, you can grab the darning needle and basically just attach the stitches together on the outside with the long side of the bag, and just connect all of them with the piece of yarn. But this way is a much more easier and faster. So now repeat on the other side again, 9 stitches in total, 4 on one side, 4 on the other side, and 1 in the middle, and attach the O-ring on the 4th stitches on each side. And after shaping, our bag, body of the bag is looking like this. So we have a very nice sort of A-frame on the side and a very open, wide opening of the bag. So now we will work on the next step, which is sort of optional, but if you like, it's very easy. So the bag closure can be done with these metal clasps, magnetic clasps, which I really like, and it's so easy to attach them. So we have these 2 parts of the clasp. So just attach one on one side and another on the other side. So you can either glue it down, sew it down, choose your way, and this will be a perfect closure for this bag. And we have the last step for finishing our bag is the handle. So we will start as usual with the slip knot and foundation chain. So just make a slip knot, adjust the size of the loop, and start chaining. We need a total chain of 17 chains. So yarn over and pull a loop, yarn over and pull a loop. While chaining, I am double checking with the bag if the handle size, the foundation chain size is enough. And if you want longer, you can adjust, add a few chains more. If you want slightly shorter, it can be done. But I guess for this size of the bag, 17 chains with this yarn is perfect. So now row number 1. We will start working in the second stitch from the hook. And again, we will work in the back loops of the foundation chain. So we will turn the foundation chain and work into the second bump, 1 single crochet. So insert the hook, grab the yarn, pull a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. This is the first single crochet. Now repeat again in the next back bump, 1 single crochet. Repeat again, 1 single crochet. So carry on like that, repeating 1 single crochet for each foundation chain stitch until we have 16 single crochets in total. The first row is done. We have a total of 16 single crochets, and the next row will start simply with chain of 1 and turning. Row number 2. We will work half double crochets for this row. So yarn over and insert into first stitch, second from the hook. So we grab the yarn and now we have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 to create the first half double crochet. Now again yarn over and work into the next, grab the yarn, pull a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So we have 2 half double crochets done, and now carry on making 1 half double crochet in each stitch until we have 16 of them. So the second row is done, and this is how our handle is looking at this point. Now we will start working on the third and final row. So chain 1 and turn the project. So for this row, we are again repeating the single crochet row. So in the first stitch, we are placing 1 single crochet. In the next, 1 single crochet until we have a total of 16 single crochets at the end of the row. So after 3 rows, we have almost finished the handle. So now the next step is to fold it in half. So choose, it doesn't matter which way you fold it, the good side or the bad side. Just fold it in half like that. And we will start connecting the stitches together using a single crochet. So now before the connection, we need to chain 1. So yarn over and pull a loop. So we have chain of 1, and now we will work in the last stitch. So we are going back again in the last stitch, through the last stitch. And immediately we're gonna go into the very first stitch of the foundation chain. Just like this. We go through both stitches at the same time, and make a single crochet. So grab the yarn, pull a loop, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So this is the first connecting single crochet. Now we're going to work into the next stitch and into the parallel stitch of the foundation chain. Immediately insert the hook right there and make 1 single crochet. Okay. Now repeat again. Work into the next stitch, insert through both loops, immediately into the parallel of the other side. We should have this looking like this, and grab the yarn and finish 1 single crochet. So now just carry on like this, connecting both sides of the handle and by making 1 single crochet in each stitch. So let's connect the last stitch together. So here it is. We have the last 2 stitches. So insert through both of them from one side to the other side and make the last single crochet. Easy as it is. Okay. So the handle is almost done. So now we're gonna chain 1, pull a tall loop, cut the yarn, pull out that loop, and now we're just gonna weave it in the yarn end. So I'm just basically going in the middle of the handle. You can make a few knots just to be secure and weave it in so the yarn ends won't be visible. Okay, so our handle is looking like this. It will be a perfect sized handbag handle. So now I'm grabbing the last 2 metal O-rings and attaching them on each side of the handle. So basically just piercing through the last stitches of the handle on one side. Wiggle that metal hook right through the last 2 stitches so it holds it better. All right, and now repeat the same process with 1 O-ring on the other side. Again, just grab the last stitches, pierce it through. Okay, so now finally the handle is finished. Now the very last step is to connect those metal rings together and attach the handle to the bag. And it goes easy as it is. Just clip right on the metal rings and basically the bag is finished. Let's have a look at the bag from the other angle. And basically, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, comment if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next ones. Oh, and I almost forgot to show you that fabric bag, which we can slide in the bag as the lining. But as I mentioned, this is totally optional. But in case you don't have the magnetic clasp for the closure, this could work perfect as just the lining and extra security for your stuff in the bag. So you can simply slide a few things into it and close that fabric bag.